should probably mute my phone, huh?
Yeah, no, that's fine. But yeah, we are. Looks like we're live now. This is Kobe with the Phoenix About Podcast. I'm here with Blake Shooter. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Doing well. So, I'm just getting to meet you for the first time, and some folks that listen to or watch this will be the same for them. So, tell me a little bit about yourself, as far as where are you from, how long have you been making music, just kind of like the basic intro details.
Yeah. I'm born and raised in Phoenix, Arizona, and then I've been making music for about like maybe 6 years now.
Okay.
And then that's been pretty good. I like making music. It gives you a reason to get out of the house, get to meet a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's just usually a good time. Built a whole studio in my house and everything, so
Okay.
that way I have people come over and run studio sessions and stuff like that.
Okay. And so I think everyone, when they start out with creative pursuits, they don't know for sure if they want to do it. They're trying it out for the first time.
Yeah.
Or even sports. But for everyone, there is some sort of moment where they decide, okay, I want to pursue this. I want to continue with this. I want to take this more seriously. Building a studio, for example.
Yeah.
Like you're not, I'm sure you didn't decide to build a studio on day one. What was the moment for you where you decided, okay, I really want to take this more seriously?
Well, I started making music at work, and I do like traffic control, like the cones and stuff. I'm still doing it, but I started making music at work, and I started working with a producer. We started making raps or whatever. One time, he brought us a little studio equipment, to an apartment. We were working out of town, and we recorded a song there called Rose Gold. And I enjoyed it so much. The next day, I was like, dude, you know what? I get my phone with Amazon open. I said, give me everything I need in the cart to have my own studio right away. And he was like, okay. And so he did. He was like, oh, price range. I was like, give me like the best beginner stuff,
Yeah.
And then from there, I already had like an Alienware gaming laptop. So thankfully, it could run the softwares and.
Yeah, gaming laptops usually have really good hardware, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's interesting. I've never thought about that. Yeah, let me ask you real quick, just because when it comes to computer hardware, people that are not doing very intense things, if they're just using social media, it really doesn't matter. But when it comes to gaming, it matters. So does that translate well into sort of like a machine for engineering?
Yeah. No, it was a super high power laptop. It was like $2,700 at the time.
Okay.
And it was like when I went there to buy games or the laptop, I was like, oh, he's like, what do you play? And I was in the time, I was like, I don't know, like World of Warcraft or whatever. He's like, you don't need this laptop. He's like, bro, this laptop is for you want to play Call of Duty and stuff like that, like on the biggest settings. He's like, you don't. He's trying to undersell me, and I was like, looks like a drum strike computer, dude. Like, I have to have it.
Yeah. For those that don't know, Alienware is very interesting with their aesthetics.
Yeah.
They usually have open cases, right, and like interesting lights.
Yeah, it's got this crazy like ring backlight around the back of it, and you think it would really help plugging shit in, but it just makes whatever's inside the back port impossible to find. So
yeah,
but at least it looks cool,
Yeah, there you go. So what another thing I like to understand is like, what do you listen to as a fan, and how close or different is the music you create?
I don't know. I listen to a lot of music. It's like all ranging. Like I listen to stuff like SPM, dude. Like
I'm not familiar with that. What is SPM?
South Park Mexicans. It's like it's like a cholo group. Don't burn me at the stake for saying it. It's what they are. I don't know. It could be something different, but like SPM, I listened to him as a teenager, and like it's all like super Hispanic rappers. Like I listen to Spanish music all the time.
Yeah.
I got like over like 450 Spanish songs in my playlist. It's like ranging from like the new Spanish like Peso Pluma to like Grupo Frontera all the way back to like Los Socios del Ritmos. Like,
do you speak Spanish?
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, and like when I'm at work, that's when it's the best because obviously I'm a white guy who works in Arizona, so it's like I learn the language because I like to talk to people and fucking work. I like to do stuff, and so the language barrier kind of eliminates that. So I've been trying to like over the like 9 years learn it, and get better with it. So I'm pretty good, but I'm still takes time, dude.
No, that's awesome to hear. I mean, as a fellow white person that very much appreciates other cultures that don't come from my own. I love to hear that, you are willing to take the time to, understand other people's language, but two, you take it a step further and you appreciate, art that's in a language that's not your native language.
Yeah. And then the thing for me is, I don't know, I've always been able to like predict music flows and melody, and like I knew about beats and bars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, if you ask me like the technological term for bars and stuff like that, I couldn't tell you. but I know it, you know, like I just
Yeah.
feel it. So when I first started listening to Spanish music, it's like I have no idea what's coming next. So I was like, this is fantastic. So
Yeah.
I need to hear more of it, you know. And so now, dude, I understand the ritmo of the songs, the rhythm, and then I just don't know the words, but I'll just sit there and I know every like what they're gonna say, how they're gonna say it, the notes, the high lows, and then people are like, "What the hell, dude?" You know,
Yeah.
it's like, "Oh, my bad, this is my playlist."
No, I feel like you're touching on something that a lot of people don't really, think about or consider, and it's a natural curiosity, right? So you say like, I don't know what's gonna come next, right? But you
Yeah,
look at that as a good thing.
yeah.
Some people could be like, this is all over the place. I don't like this, right? But for you, you're like, yeah, I want to understand this. Are you a more naturally curious person like that?
I mean, I don't know, dude. That's like complex, dude. It all just depends on the mood, really, dude. Because like when I have energy, and then I'm just like I'm a completely different person, dude. And I usually do have a lot of energy.
Yeah.
It's just mostly where like when I'm in a comfortable situation, it comes out. But I still have that like child like ADHD that like followed me, and then once
Yeah.
that turns on, dude, it's just like yeah,
I'm the same. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There's I have some moments where like everything is interesting to me,
Yeah.
and other moments where not so much. I have diagnosed ADHD, but yeah, no, I completely get it. Okay, so how long have you been recording music in a way? Because a lot of times people start recording and it's like they just do it for themselves, or they maybe let a couple people hear it, but they're not ready to maybe like upload it and market it. How long have you been doing that? I guess.
Just recording by myself in general is the 2 days after that.
Okay.
And I was only making music with him because we were working at Glendale. We were working over in some old retirement community off of like 202 and Ray or something like
Okay.
that. And we were just making raps. And then once we did that out of town job, all the equipment came like that. That day it was like a Thursday, and it got there Friday before I got there, and I just set it up, and I just instantly started trying to figure out how to learn to retort or record, and gave myself like sound audio torture in the process because
Yeah.
I'm too stubborn to like look up videos of how to do it. So I just use like I call it my autistic ear, dude, because I don't I have a fine tuned ear, you know. So I just use my ear and I would just open the plugins and I would figure out how to record,
Yeah.
and then I just kind of went from there and learned how to mix everything on my own. And the only thing I ever looked up was the equalizer, because
Yeah.
that one was a little complex.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Having at this point talked to a variety of people. Some people that go to school for recording. Some people that just learn on their own. My personal view is like there is no one right or wrong way,
Yeah,
and I have found that there are limitations to both approaches. So someone that goes to school is taught a very formal way, and there's certain things they're probably going to learn that someone else won't. But it can also be limiting, because they may not try things that they weren't taught in school. Where someone is doing it more intuitively, they might try some stuff that someone else was like, that's a dumb idea, but then it actually works out.
yeah.
So, yeah. Have you like had discussions or like worked with other people that also are kind of recording engineering, kind of see their process versus your like? Do you have anything to compare your process to? I guess.
Nah, no. Honestly,
Okay.
the only thing I ever did is I went and booked a studio session at the salt mine with the used to be the head engineer there, Damien, because I
Okay.
just kind of happened to run into him at one of my friend's studios, and so I booked a session there and butchered the song. One guy didn't show up, and my performance was bad. So I was like, you know what? I had my laptop. I was like, hey, dude. I was like, tell me something I'm doing wrong. And the main
Yeah.
thing that he taught me is look up my BPM.
Yeah.
So like, that's really all I got out of that. But I was like, oh, okay. And ever since then, I started looking up using the BPM website, finding what the BPM was so I could record properly. So that way, I guess it messes with like delays and stuff like that, or reverbs if you have your
Okay.
BPM incorrect.
Okay.
You don't really notice a huge difference, but I mean that I got that, and then that's basically it, dude. I'm
Got
just
it.
kind of doing the music thing solo dolo. My engineer that I mainly uses Pro Tools, and that shit is like an alien compared to FL, which is what I was introduced on.
Okay.
So even though I was like, he's like, oh, I'm gonna show you. I even bought FL because I have a studio or the Pro Tools, and I just have no idea, dude.
Yeah.
It's way too complex.
Well, a lot of too, like, so I work in tech for software companies, and a lot of times users of software, they build a muscle memory for a certain user interface, and they're very impatient to find out how to do what they're so used to doing in a new interface. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I completely get that as well. Well, okay, so you have a song you wanted to play.
Yeah.
Whenever I have someone play a song, I ask them, they can let the song speak for itself, or they can give a little bit of a backstory to it. So, what would you like?
Uh, I mean, it's kind of a self-explanatory song, but it's just it's called Eulogy.
Okay.
And I don't know if you know what eulogy is. It's like all the list of all your greater accomplishments and stuff
Oh,
when you
okay.
die. So, I mean, I just kind of had a backstory for sure, dude. I'm at the age of 25. I didn't have like either my parents, they were both dead. So it's like I went through a lot. It was kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
And so I had to like find like a different kind of light. Like I had
Yeah.
to find like a reason, blah blah blah. And it was like dark times, and I was like, fuck it. I was like, you know what? I was like, it's just another page of my eulogy. I'm
Okay.
just gonna keep doing shit, and then that way, like when I do die, I got things that are gonna be said good about me.
Yeah. There you go. Cool. Yeah. Let's hear it.
Shooter. You know?
Hyper,
Yeah.
hyper.
Wait for the perfect opportunity. Straight out the gate, you were through with me. Fate gives what it takes to, you see. Great, another page of my eulogy. Should but I shouldn't, could but I couldn't. Wanna take it all back, tell me where would I put it? Losing my footing, but I'm 10 toes down. I don't hear no bell, got back up when I fell. One time I had to crawl away to a hotter space so I could save my face, but little did I know that it was all a waste. Had to follow chase and push pursuit, plucking petals, making wishes. Who knew life was vicious? Looking back like damn, I really missed this. Should I fade away or keep existing? It's hard to decide, but I'm willing to try. Waking up another morning is a reason to fight. Still taking my time. Wait for the perfect opportunity. Straight out the gate, you were through with me. Fate gives what it takes to, you see. Great, another page of my eulogy. This is a life I cannot waste or throw away. I have to work while waiting for my better days. Ever searching till this soul of mine is safe. Through the caverns and the mountains filled with haze. I hope I reach the end to see what all remains. They say the way to grow is leave the place you stay. It's been easy for a minute, so I'll be on my way. May not be running, but I'm always on the chase. Chase of freedom from the chains that hold me down and break my faith. Hide my face from better things, and if they break, they won't replace. I'm on the case to justify an open mind and never waste. But I wait for the perfect opportunity. Straight out the gate, you were through with me. Fate gives what it takes to, you see. Great, another page of my eulogy. Wait for the perfect opportunity. Straight out the gate, you were through with me. Fate gives what it takes to, you see. Great, another page of my eulogy. Wait for the perfect opportunity. Straight out the gate, you were through with me. Fate gives what it takes to, you see. Great, another page of my eulogy.
Nice. Yeah. No, I liked it. I was making notes. So obviously the chorus, wait for the perfect opportunity. That was kind of, that stood out to me in the sense that I think it's so common for people to kind of hope for the exact right set of circumstances before beginning a thing. I also, let's see, I took some notes. There were some lyrics I didn't write it down verbatim, but my takeaway was like kind of second guessing your like should I do
Yeah.
this thing, kind of questioning yourself. And then I really liked the line. Again, this is not word for word, but it was something like looking back and really really miss the past or whatever, and something about should I continue to exist.
Yeah.
I know for me, I'm a nostalgic person. I tend to look back and kind of forget about some of the challenging times, but fixate on the positive times, and I can relate to that line. I've also lost both. I lost both my parents unexpectedly. How much does losing folks in your life, I guess, influence the spirit of that song?
Yeah, it's a lot. Sorry for your loss, bro. Sorry to hear that, I mean, dude, it kind of inspired everything,
Yeah.
I didn't even start making music until my mom passed away when I
Okay.
was 25. And then, like, dude, I went through a lot of death in my life. It was like,
Yeah.
my mom, it was like 16 or 15. It was a high number of, like, close people that I've known. And so, at that point, dude, I mean, when it happened, I was like, thankfully, I did experience all that death before, because that was like the worst one. Usually, it was like, it's kind of like, oh, something happens, you shed a single man tear.
Yeah.
Like, no, the mom one, I don't know, that one struck, dude. Because
Yeah.
it was his own isolated time. That one was way worse. And then I just needed to find an outlet, so I tried to make like a song about it or whatever. Because I guess I used to freestyle
Okay.
a lot when I was a kid or whatever. I used to think everyone could, but
Yeah.
and then I just tried to make 2 songs about it, and then I ran into that coworker that I started making music with, and I was like, "Hey, you freestyle, And he was like, "I'm a producer." And then
Okay.
so ever since then, like all my music is based on reflection of like life and like stuff that you would talk about. Like if you're having like good serious conversation, spitting knowledge and just
Yeah.
trying to better people. And I just do it in a way to where it has a nice presentation,
Yeah.
so that way it's a message, and it's also I'm not supposed to call it this, I guess, but a bop.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I said, don't call that a bop, dude. So I'll say banger, dude.
Yeah, no, I mean it's good. I mean, no, I get what you mean. Yeah, because that's the thing. Like, there's a lot of different opinions on what art does to like lyrics or violent movies or violent video games, and I lean towards like thinking, no, it's like entertainment, like it shouldn't, but for some people it does. As far as like influence maybe their behaviors and something. Everyone is different, so I think if you can package a positive and useful message in something that's catchy, maybe someone only initially listens to it because it's catchy, but maybe they also internalize the message without even trying.
Yeah.
Is that how you think of it?
Yeah. And then there's some people too that they're like, they're the more of like the word appreciators of the lyrics or whatever.
Yeah.
So I like to incorporate, like I just try to amass both, and because I also like good music,
Yeah.
I don't like to choose one over the other. So I mean, if I have the opportunity to listen on good lyrics and like good production,
Yeah.
then like I'm gonna choose the both of every time,
Yeah.
And then, I mean, I show a lot of people, bro, because that don't listen to rap or whatever. I'll show them my music, and they're like, dude, like, that's actually good, It's like, oh,
Yeah.
thanks, And then it's like, okay. It's like some people might think it's corny, but, I don't know, making the music and putting all that out there, like, it helped me, 'cause
Yeah.
I kind of used it as therapy over the years.
Yeah.
And so I just put the raw emotion or whatever I felt into whatever song I was feeling, and then boom, and it was like therapy.
Yeah.
And it kind of helped me just become the person that I am today,
I think that's awesome. Yeah. I'm on this side of, so like, I'm a nerd about hip hop and lyrics, right? I'm into like wordplay and triple entendres and all that stuff. And I focus more on verses impulsively than choruses. And some of my favorite rappers are terrible at choruses, though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's a general thing, yeah.
Yeah. But I like your chorus. It's very rare. I mean, it's more the exception than the norm, where I really like a verse and the chorus. Usually it's one or the other. I'm like, this chorus sounds good. Verse is kind of weak, or the opposite. But yeah, I think you definitely nailed both with this song.
Thanks, bro.
So yeah,
Appreciate that.
nice job. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you're going to be performing at the upcoming Phoenix Hip Hop Festival, right?
Yeah.
What is your process to prepare?
Well, I just go. I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna rap. I guess
Okay.
I'm just gonna go up and do a performance. I do performances at like smaller venues and stuff like that. But I'm gonna probably try to look into some other stuff to like amplify it a little bit, dude. Gonna buy some clothes, dude. You know.
Yeah. But I mean, as far as like in a more literal technical sense, like okay, so some artists will say I listen to the songs I'm gonna perform like over and over and over, or some say like I jog and like rap or whatever for breath control.
Okay.
Is there any sort of like technical preparation, whether it's memorization or cardio or anything?
Well, as soon as I make a song, it's basically remembered.
Okay.
Like I'll listen to it because I'll make a song and I'll listen to it and I'll listen to it, like a bunch of different sources because that's what some engineers told me.
Got it. Okay.
And then the fact that I sit there and I write them, I usually find a beat and then make the song within like a 15, 20-minute span.
Okay.
And then I think the longest it's ever taken me is like an hour and a half. But by the time that I do that, since I'm writing it or typing it out, it makes it stick in my brain. So
Yeah.
memorization of the lyrics, the flow, the rhythm. I never really have any problems with that. Breath control. But I've been working like 80-hour weeks, dude. Like I've been working out, dude.
Yeah.
I was at work randomly. I work on the streets one day, and there's some guy working on a truck. He had a weight bench in his garage. I was like, hey, dude. I was like, you think I can go in there and see if I can bench 225? The random guy's like, I'll spot you. And I was like, yeah. I was
Nice.
like, fuck yeah, dude. So like I still got it, dude. But
Yeah.
it's always better to be in shape, dude. So
Yeah.
maybe that's something to consider, dude.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Cool. Well, I was going to ask you one more thing. Yeah, last question. What do you want people to walk away from after seeing your performance?
I mean,
Or
dude,
walk away with, like, a feeling or a mood or,
just general joy, general happiness, dude. Make the world a better place. It's just kind of my goal.
To plug this into USB-C.
I have a mobile charger.
You see it?
While I'm doing that, tell people how they can find you on social media.
Blake Shooter Official on Facebook and Instagram. And then I don't have any content yet, but there will be content now because now I'm a rapper artist who is out there. But yeah, Blake Shooter Official on all platforms, and I believe
Dope rapper,
TikTok.
just looks like a truck driver.
Yeah, that lumberjack dude, I tell people I make music and they're like, oh, country? It's like, dude, I can't even do a country voice.
No, it's folk music,
Yeah.
polka.
Indie.
You're the fucking man. Going to the wind.
All right. So Blake will be performing at. I usually have oh, here we go. Here's the tickets.
Yeah.
I want to say the address. Blake will be performing on March 28th at the Phoenix Hip Hop Festival at 9th and Jackson, which is 317 South 9th Avenue. Also, okay, I asked how people could find you. Did you mention on platform
Yeah.
on streaming platforms also?
Yeah, Instagram, Facebook, all that.
Okay.
Should just be Blake Shooter Official.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, while I was listening to the song, I looked you up and I started following you. It was great to meet you.
Yeah. Good to meet you too.
Yeah, I hope you continue and reflective, thoughtful lyricism. I think is very important, and it's cool. It's always cool to encounter artists that are kind of investing in that. So
Yeah.
yeah, cool. Yeah, I look forward to seeing your performance.
Oh yeah.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.